Have you ever wondered why oxygen and nitrogen, two gases that surround us, are so remarkably stable in the air we breathe? Hi everyone! Today we are diving into one of the most beautiful aspects of chemistry, covalent bonding, where atoms don't give or take electrons but share them to become stable. We'll be studying how oxygen and nitrogen atoms form nonpolar covalent molecules, meaning the shared electrons are distributed equally between atoms. Oxygen has 6 electrons in its outer shell and needs 2 more. Nitrogen has 5 and needs 3. By mutually sharing electrons, both atoms achieve what we call an octet configuration. That's the stable arrangement of 8 electrons in their outermost shell. So, what does oxygen do? It shares 2 electron pairs with another oxygen atom, forming a double bond. And nitrogen? It shares 3 electron pairs with another nitrogen atom, forming a triple bond. Let's break these down, starting with oxygen. Oxygen has an atomic number of 8. That means it has 8 electrons arranged as 2 electrons in the first shell and 6 in the second shell. We say its electronic configuration is 2, 6. To become stable like the noble gas neon, which has a configuration of 2, 8, each oxygen atom needs 2 additional electrons. So when 2 oxygen atoms approach each other, they share 2 unpaired electrons each. This leads to the formation of a double covalent bond where 2 pairs of electrons are shared between the atoms. This bond helps both oxygen atoms achieve the octet, mimicking neon's electronic configuration. We'll now look at the actual electron sharing process and how this molecule comes together. Let's now explore how an oxygen molecule is formed from 2 oxygen atoms. Each oxygen atom starts with 6 electrons in its valence shell. Imagine 6 dots surrounding the symbol O, showing those electrons. 2 of these electrons are unpaired and ready to bond. So, when 2 oxygen atoms come together, each donates 2 of its unpaired electrons into the shared space. This results in 2 shared electron pairs or a double covalent bond. We represent this in chemical terms as O equals O, that's oxygen double bond oxygen. Spelled out completely, one oxygen atom shares 2 electrons with another oxygen atom and vice versa, resulting in a double covalent bond and forming a diatomic oxygen molecule. Both atoms now have a complete set of 8 electrons around them. The O2 molecule is thus very stable. Visualize the orbital diagram shown. The 2 oxygen atoms are held tightly together by overlapping orbitals containing shared electrons. Let's now turn our attention to nitrogen. Nitrogen has an atomic number of 7. So its electronic configuration is 2 electrons in the first shell and 5 in the second. We say 2, 5. That means each nitrogen atom needs 3 more electrons to reach the stable octet configuration, like that of neon, which is 2, 8. When 2 nitrogen atoms come close, they each contribute 3 unpaired electrons to the bonding region. This leads to the formation of a triple covalent bond, 3 pairs of shared electrons between the 2 nitrogen atoms. We write this as N triple bond N, or nitrogen equals nitrogen. Spelled out, each nitrogen atom shares 3 electrons with the other, forming a total of 3 shared pairs of electrons. This completes the octet for both. Let's now see how this actually looks when we form a nitrogen molecule. Here's how 2 nitrogen atoms come together to form the diatomic nitrogen molecule. Each nitrogen atom has 5 valence electrons. That's 2 paired and 3 unpaired. When bonding begins, each nitrogen atom shares its 3 unpaired electrons with the other. So, we get 3 shared electron pairs, forming a triple covalent bond. Written symbolically, N equals N, Nitrogen triple bond nitrogen. Fully verbalized, one nitrogen atom shares 3 electrons with another nitrogen atom. This gives 3 shared pairs of electrons and results in the formation of the nitrogen molecule, written as N2. The remaining 2 electrons on each nitrogen atom stay as lone pairs, not involved in bonding. In the orbital diagram, you'll notice how tightly the atoms are held together. This is what makes nitrogen gas extremely stable and chemically inert at room temperature. Now, let's compare the bonding in oxygen and nitrogen molecules. First, bond order. Oxygen has a bond order of 2 due to its double bond, while nitrogen has a bond order of 3 due to its triple bond. Second, bond strength. Nitrogen's triple bond is stronger and shorter than oxygen's double bond. That's why nitrogen gas is less reactive. Third, chemical behavior. Oxygen is reactive, supports combustion, and is involved in many biological and industrial processes. Nitrogen is largely inert and is used as a shielding gas in chemical storage, electronics, and food packaging. Fourth, both oxygen and nitrogen are nonpolar molecules. Why? Because each molecule is made of identical atoms sharing electrons equally. So there's no net charge separation. So even though both are covalently bonded, their bond orders, reactivity, and applications are very different. Let's quickly recap everything we've learned about the covalent bonding in oxygen and nitrogen. In oxygen, each atom has 6 electrons in its outer shell and shares 2 electrons to form a double bond. The molecule is written as O equals O or oxygen double bond oxygen. This is the O2 molecule. In nitrogen, each atom has 5 electrons in the outer shell and shares 3 electrons to form a triple bond. The molecule is written as N equals N or nitrogen triple bond nitrogen. This is the N2 molecule. Both molecules achieve noble gas configuration, mimicking neon with 8 electrons in the outer shell. These covalent structures help explain the physical properties of these gases, why nitrogen is inert, and why oxygen supports combustion. I hope this session helped you see how a few shared electrons can shape the chemistry of life and the atmosphere. In the next video, we'll explore the structure of covalent compounds carbon tetrachloride and methane, two classic examples of covalent bonding involving carbon, and a gateway into understanding tetrahedral molecular geometry and organic chemistry fundamentals.